I want to talk about the GOAT anime. Yes, it's objective what's GOAT, but my GOAT, One Piece. And there's various things that One Piece has taught me and important life lessons too. You know, I've been watching a lot of One Piece clips on TikTok where they like highlight a certain moment, or even I want to give a big shout out to a lot of the AMV people who, you know, do their AMVs on One Piece, especially on the recent Wano arc. Bruh, they do a phenomenal job. Here are 3 things that, you know, I learned from One Piece that really matter to me. Number 1, aim high and be proud of what you wish to achieve. We always hear Luffy say that he is going to be the king of the pirates. We hear Sanji saying that he wants to find the all blue. We hear Zoro wanting to be the #1 swordsman. And for me, a lot of the time when I talk about me wanting to be a content creator, it's always been something where I'm afraid to say, like, I do want to hit 100,000 subscribers. I do want to make a living off of being a content creator. They always tell me, Hermes, you know, there's so many content creators out there. There are so many people doing anime content. It is a saturated market, especially when it comes to just being a YouTuber in general. Everyone's trying to make it. But does that ever stop Luffy? Never. Becoming king of the pirates, finding Roger's One Piece? That's hard as hell. But Luffy always pushes through, and he's proud to say that he is going to be the king of the pirates. And because of that, he motivates everyone around him, and he's able to draw everyone with him. One of the things that One Piece has taught me is to be proud of what I want to be, and to aim high and to never give up. Which leads into the One Piece formula. One thing that I've learned from the One Piece formula is that Luffy has to lose in order to win. Almost every boss fight that he goes through, whether if it's one of the warlords or it's the emperors, Luffy has to lose in order to win. But when he loses, he learns something from it in order for him to win. And I think that's one of the most important life lessons, whether if it's business or in life in general, is that losing is part of life. And it depends on what you do with that loss is how you're going to evolve as a person. Luffy doesn't take those L's as this is where his adventure ends. He doesn't look at it as he's gone as far as he can. No, he looks at it as, okay, this is the mistake that I've made, but here is the weakness that this boss has, that this warlord has, that this emperor has, and this is what they used against me, and how can I use that for myself? How can I become better? That's one thing about the One Piece formula. Yes, it's used a lot because it is the formula that it always uses, but that's one of the most motivating things to see is that it never deters Luffy from stopping. He learns from his losses in order to win, and he's not afraid of those losses because at the end of the day, his goal is very clear and he's heading straight towards it. And with that, Luffy is able to overcome various obstacles no matter what comes at him, because even though if he knows he has to take a step back, with him taking a step back makes him leap way forward. And another thing that I've learned from One Piece, sometimes you just can't do it alone, and the importance of Nakama. I consider myself on YouTube mostly a lone wolf. I don't have a lot of people around me. I have friends who are other content creators, but they don't always work with me. But whenever I'm able to work with someone, whenever I'm able to collaborate or even get some type of coaching or learning experience, I take whatever I can, even if it is redundant or even if it's something that I've already heard before, because you just can't do it alone. And I think one thing that I really love about Luffy is that he knows that he can't navigate the seas without Nami. He knows he can't defend his crewmates without Sanji or Zoro. He can't cook without Sanji. He can't heal himself without Chopper. He needs a musician or else the boat is boring without Brook. He needs a shipwright like Frankie. He needs a helmsman like Jinbei. He needs someone to be able to understand the history of things for him to find the One Piece like Robin. He needs like a sniper to reach and to support him from afar like Usopp. Every person of the Straw Hats plays a major role. And another thing that I've learned through business is that you need a team to succeed. I need a team, but it's okay to be surrounded with people who are willing to help you. And I think that's what's one of the most important things, while also having their own ambitions. Like everyone in the Straw Hats have their own ambition that they want to achieve, but at the same time, they're all working with Luffy to become the Pirate King. Anyways, guys, those are the 3 things that I learned from One Piece. Goated anime, man.